Welcome back to Good Day. So this is the segment Amanda has been waiting for all year long. We have the world famous Toledo Zoo here. And Amanda, you're ready to pet a few things today.
No, I'm not touching anything. Okay, Nick Gordon is the Toledo Zoo's herpetology museum manager. He has your invitation to BUGfest this weekend. Okay, my daughter would absolutely love this too, so who am I kidding? I'm real freaked out right now, not gonna lie.
Ah, that's good. We're here for some exposure therapy. So what we're talking about...
Exposure therapy. I like that.
We're told you guys need to be one more with your bugs. So the first couple that we have here, we're gonna start maybe easy, maybe a little bit more difficult.
This is easy.
Yeah. We're gonna start talking about some of our actual feeder bugs. So we have a very large collection of animals at the zoo, as you guys may know. They don't always eat the same foods that we do. So some of these foods are things like insects. To mimic what they would get in the wild, we have different food items like...
No, you're not.
Yeah, go ahead.
You
get
are
that open.
not.
Yeah, it's a little tricky if you get that lever and then you can pop it open. We've even put them in nice salad containers for you guys.
Yeah.
But this first one that you're going to see is actually black soldier fly larvae. So these guys are basically just little larval states. Eventually they will turn into a fly in which they lay eggs, make more larvae, and the cycle goes on. So the really cool thing about these guys is they are actually they are a great source of protein, so a lot of our zoo animals actually love them. And in some third world countries, they actually eat these for human consumption.
Yeah.
So,
We've talked about it before.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So what do we have here?
So we've got some mealworms here. So you may have seen these at your local pet store. These are a pretty common food item. And you have to kind of get a little dirty with these because a lot of times we feed out live animals because the different species like that movement. So different animals that will forage through the dirt and stuff will actually use this both as enrichment and part of their diet.
So they don't bite you?
Nope. Luckily, they don't have mouth parts that are...
do they have teeth?
Go ahead, Amanda. Try it.
Yeah. They do feel a little weird. Yeah.
Steven's doing it.
Yeah.
Dig in, Amanda.
Look, you're feeling brave today.
Super brave.
So if you're feeling brave, we're going to pull out some little bit more exotic species. So we won't open the crickets because we don't want you guys to have to hear that noise.
Yeah,
too much.
that would be... I don't think he closed that all the way.
Why is it so important that you all do BUGfest? And like you said, last year, it was pretty tough getting a spot because so many kids were out. So this is a good education piece for the community.
So that's a great question. So really, obviously, everybody loves big charismatic species. Our elephants, snow leopards. Well, everybody's not so keen on seeing bugs. And they do play such an important role in the ecosystem and in kind of just the diversity of species. So we love the fact that BUGfest comes around once a year and we can basically highlight all the really cool species and the diversity that we have here at Toledo Zoo and that just exist in the world. So the first one, you'll remember this from last year. These are giant millipedes. So if you remember this one, these are the ones that feel like Velcro, and I think it touched your arm and
dropped it.
Went for a little trip.
Spin.
But if you would like,
do it
let's try it again this year.
Yeah. So
oh gosh.
We'll go ahead and get it on to you. So it might curl up.
So it feels like Velcro?
Yeah, it does. You should try it.
No,
yeah, so you can actually see all the legs.
The little legs, there's a million of them, right?
Well, and if you almost look closely, you can actually watch them move in like a wave-like fashion. So basically the legs are all just moving together and getting them around to wherever they would go. So these guys are going to mostly live down in the soil, in leaf litter and such. So that's where they feel perfectly
like Velcro.
Happy.
Okay.
Yeah. So next step, we're going to show some.
I'm feeling good right now.
Species. Yeah. I think you're going to like these next couple.
Amanda, I think you need to work your way up to this.
Yeah.
I
think
don't
you'll
know
do
if
just
I'm ever
fine.
going to get there.
So these ones I think you'll enjoy because they're very beautiful. They also are a little creepy in their larval state, but these are some different beetle species.
Oh, okay.
We actually have have.
These don't freak me out as much.
That's super cool.
So if we can get him to sit up here.
The kids are going to be able to see all these.
Yeah, so it'll be great. We're going to have tons of different species, both in their exhibits that they naturally would be in, but also we're going to have them out in a fashion like this.
Okay.
So they're going to be in different little setups and whatnot, where people can truly get up close and personal with some of these species.
Wow.
so
So
much
is it not
care.
going to move?
Yeah, so for the most part, this is what they would kind of do in the wild. They'd be hunkered to a piece of wood, maybe a tree, foraging for different fruits or different woods when they're in their larval state.
And what countries do you find these beetles in?
Yeah, so two very different species. So you have the Hercules beetle here. This is going to be from South America. Yeah, they get this
like horn
big
thing.
horn, and males will actually fight, kind of where they get their name, and you'll see them kind of combating. So, and then this over here is the Goliath beetle. It's actually one of the largest beetle species and a flowering species. And the cool thing about this is we've been raising these up at the zoo. It takes a very long time. So typically
I was
what'll
wondering if
happen-
there was something in there.
So typically we'll get eggs from these, and then what we do is we spend the next about 1.5 to 2 years making these. So these are larvae. So this is basically the immature form that will eventually turn into these beetles.
Oh,
and
wow.
what they actually do is when they're getting close, much like a butterfly, is they'll make this basically pupal cell. So it's basically like an egg.
Okay.
And they go into that, and they'll look exactly like this when they go down into it. And then once they're ready and break open, they'll look completely morphologically
How long
different.
does that process take?
So it depends on the species, but some can take anywhere from a couple months to over a year.
Okay.
So it can be a very long process. So we have a lot of bins of dirt.
And this all
just
happens
waiting.
underground.
Yep, exactly.
So much life is happening as we walk around each and every
and don't
day.
even know.
Exactly. And so the wild thing is, a lot of the times, these adult forms actually only live maybe a month or two.
Oh, they spent all that time.
Yeah, some will live a little bit longer, like our Goliath beetles, because there is such a long larval stage. They really want to make the most of being a full, beautiful beetle. But a lot of times, once they come out, they are ready to breed, and that's on to the next making of the generation.
And you have scorpions.
You have one more thing we got to see
Yeah,
this
we
morning
have
that
to
I'm
see that.
particularly freaked out about.
Really cool other stuff. So we'll get these guys away. So we're going to switch over to a little bit more of the venomous stuff, and we actually have
So this stuff can
venomous
hurt.
stuff.
Yeah,
but don't worry, we won't have you guys handling any of that.
Fabulous, fabulous. Okay, so BUGfest, what time is it? What time is it?
So
Friday, Saturday? What is it?
It is Saturday, the 24th. And it's going to be happening all throughout the zoo. We have a bunch of different public feeds in different areas, such as mammals, and then also even throughout our museum and then Nature's Neighborhood. So if we can go ahead and dim the lights down, I'm
we're
going
gonna
to
do
show you guys a
something cool.
really cool trick.
Okay.
So scorpions are naturally biofluorescent or bioluminescent. Depends on how you look at the different distinction. But what they do is they actually glow under
So
UV
you've got
light.
a little black light there.
So this one is kind of a little bit more dim. This is an Asian forest scorpion. And then if we actually look at our desert hairy scorpion, they actually glow quite a bit lighter. So in a fully dark area
there he is.
under the moonlight, you would actually see this glowing, and you could see it from well over there.
Wow,
Yeah.
super cool. So
Awesome.
at night you would know what to avoid.
Exactly,
Yes.
exactly.
Okay, well, thanks for freaking us out this morning.
Now I need to wash my hands.
Yeah, and but this is a great event coming up Saturday at the zoo that the kids are just going to love. Thank you so much for being here.
No
today.
problem.
We appreciate
We'll
it.
see you guys soon.
Yeah, coming up on Toledo's most local, fun, and positive 9 a.m. show.
One small step for man. We're talking rocket science with the Imagination Station and doing some experimenting as well.
Doing everything today. Good Day returns in just a moment. Stay with us.